This is Falak here. I study in Mount Carmel College, and today I'll be interviewing Husna Seth, who I've been looking for since I was a baby. And I I really want to become like her. And I used to look at her designs and all that, and I used to be like, wow. I will have a boutique like this. Even I will talk to designers like this. And also, it is not just here. I've met her in a lot of fashion shows too, and she's been an inspiration to me on how she works. And I've also her nature of taking care of something. Like there was one day where I saw a bird that was maybe got an electric shock, and then she took it and took care of it, and it helped it survive. So that was one more nature I really loved about her, and we're having an interview with her today.
Thank you so much, Falak. That's really, really sweet of you. Thank you for making me feel so old, saying that you've grown up in front of me. But said that, it's a very beautiful feeling being here, knowing that there are footsteps that you are following, which I have followed. These are steps that all of us have gone through, and you will also go through them.
Right.
And I'm sure you will be a much better designer that I'm going to come to soonest in the future and ask you to design something
I
for
really
me.
hope so. I will come for guidance shortly.
For sure. And you have to design my outfits.
Yes, I will. Inshallah.
So tell me, Falak, what would you like to know about my journey?
So I would like to know what inspired you to become a designer.
Fashion is something for me which is not work, which I have been telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
It is fashion is something which makes me happy, which
Right.
makes all the women that I know very happy. Women love dressing up, they love clothes.
They do.
And when you have a bad day and you wear a good outfit and you look good and you get compliments, I think there is nothing which makes women as happy as fashion does.
Right.
So it has nothing to do with the physical outlet, but it has to even do with the mindset and about how happy it makes women feel. So yeah, my inspiration is just happy women.
Nice. So then the second question is, what are the hurdles that you face to become to what you are today?
The hurdles and the challenges is obviously you deal with women and with women bodies, and to understand women bodies, each woman is so different and she's so unique, and and fashion is something which cannot be copied from glossy pages of the magazine. It is basically what is a person's intrinsic style. So challenges come, obviously there are technical challenges, getting to know your work, the cutting, the tailors, the colors, the fabrics. But I think the most challenging job about fashion, and at least for women fashion, is to know about what looks good on a woman and her body, and to understand what she wants. That is the biggest challenge.
So then now we'll go to, where do you see your business in the future?
That's a very, very good question, because I have seen my business grow from where we initially started to being more fashionable and modern to everything. Over the past years, I have wanted to return to my roots. I have wanted to do things like wardrobe repurposing and reutilizing my grandmom's heirlooms, heirloom repurposing and stuff like that.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. I have been gravitating more towards Indian heritage, Indian heirlooms, Banaras saris. I want to go back to my roots. That is where I want to see myself moving forward, is going back.
Okay, so then how has being an entrepreneur affected your family life?
I think there has been challenges being a mother, being a wife, being a homemaker. Sometimes you've had those adjustments which haven't been easy. That said, that it even gives you and inculcates a sense of purpose in your life. It gives you a direction. It gives you a problem-solving skills. Being an entrepreneur is not easy at all. You firefight all the time. You're pulling out rabbits out of the hat all the time. So it gives you a different way of outlooking into situations, which is problem-solving. So yes.
So what is your favorite aspect of being an entrepreneur?
My favorite aspect of being an entrepreneur is definitely the fact is no 2 days of mine are the same. No 2 hours of mine are the same. I might come a very happy person, and in an hour's time I'm screaming and I'm shouting and I'm like trying to figure out how to solve a lot of problems. So yeah, that is my favorite days. I'm never bored. There is always something which is going and happening, and you're always doing something different every
Right.
day.
Okay, so what has been your most satisfying moment in business?
Happy brides, happy women, I have
Happy
had
clients.
happy clients. It's like I see like transformation which happen with women who wear my clothes, and I've seen them glow different ways. I have done for different important occasions of their lives, and I have been such an important part of their journey. So I think being an entrepreneur and a designer for women's clothes, there is nothing more satisfying than knowing that you are a part of
Client-
somebody's
yeah,
dreams.
Right. So do you believe there is some sort of pattern or formula in becoming a successful entrepreneur?
Yeah, there is. Number one, if you are talented, don't take your talent for granted. It is like silver, as long as it can be left also it gets tarnished. So you have to keep on polishing it. But most important to all of that is discipline, and a lot of discipline. You might not get motivated every single day of your life,
Right.
but discipline will get you through it.
We'll keep that in mind.
You
for the
have
future.
to.
What key activities would you recommend entrepreneurs to invest their time in?
Time management, number one and foremost, because of the simple fact is your 24 hours of the day is never going to be enough if you're an entrepreneur. So you will have to decide how to focus on yourself as well as on your work, and learn to differentiate between your personal and your professional life, and that's very difficult being an entrepreneur.
Right.
You will never have my times, me spaces, family times. So you will have to go through time management, realize that focus that this is the time that I have, and I'm going to maximum do what is the best possible that I do in this time. So time management is very, very important for an entrepreneur, and just understand the fact is no 2 days are alike. You're gonna and just take every day as it comes, and have your goals in place, have your patterns in place.
Would
and
you
work
would you
towards
would
them.
you suggest to have short-term goals or long-term goals?
Always a long-term goal.
Long-term goals.
Always a long-term goal.
Okay.
Short-term goals never work.
Okay. So, how do you define success?
Anything that makes you happy, and anything that you get up in the morning and you love to get to work every day, and you want to keep on doing something different, and that keeps on inspiring you. There is nothing much better a success than knowing you love what you do.
Okay. I will again keep this in mind for my
Absolutely.
future.
It is like,
because
it
this
is like my daughter tells me, how do you get up every day of 20 years of your life and get to work with the same enthusiasm? So success for me is just loving what I do, and loving every day what I do. And like the first few years is always great, right? But it's the later part, even after 20 years, you are excited about doing, that is success.
Right. So initially, did you have struggles in your, in creating this brand and, getting your boutique set and things like that?
It was because of the simple fact is I come from a Kachi Gujarati legacy where trading and clothing is my family legacy and my heritage and my bloodline. So initially people did think that I would be getting married into a family which was into a clothing line and be happy, a homemaker and settling down. And then when I said, nahi yaar, mujhe kuch karna hai, everybody was like, why? Like, you've got kids and a family and all of that. But yeah, those struggles are always with more your mindsets and other people's mindsets that they actually are.
So you're very focused from the beginning.
You have to be. See, you have to, number one, know what you want.
Right.
And then you have to work towards
Right.
something. It's not about convincing somebody else what you want. It's convincing yourself what you want.
Right. So
What you believe in.
When did you discover your love for fashion?
Always.
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 From
Always. It's like when Mama used to give me books, I would be sitting and like, I wish I could show you my school books. They'll be
I
like
would love to see them.
every page there was like, I think the front and back जो plain pages होते थे ना कोई drawing ही होती थी उसका. There'll be like some woman into. Before I learned how to pick up a pen, I think I was drawing faces and bodies.
Even I was the same. All my school books have either dresses or either anything.
Yeah, it is.
But it was bad that time. I agree. But then
I know, but that's how it is. It's like I've always in fashion, so I've always wanted to yeah, but I knew I was going to create always. Been into whatever. So what inspires you? Why did you become fashion?
See, I was always inspired with fashion. See, I like dressing up dolls, and I used to tell my mom, wear this lipstick, not this. I used to, my elder sister, she's also a fashion designer, so I used to talk to her. I used to help her do all her, like I used to be like, nahi, don't sketch this like this, maybe change a little this. I used to always, I was interested in this from the beginning. Maybe I discovered this when I was in 8th, 9th. I was like, nahi, I want to become a fashion designer. This is fine. So,
And are you more driven towards international fashion or Indian fashion?
I am more driven towards international. Indian, I do like, because I do like Indian fashion, but I'm more driven towards Indian.
So in the international fashion scene, if there is an upcoming designer who has inspired you, who would it be?
See, I really love this work of the designer called Torani, but he's an Indian designer, but he has this international twist to it, which is
like the Gujarati.
Yeah, right.
And
So all that, but then I really like his work, and I was working for him actually. Like initially when this lockdown, I started working for him, and he's a really nice designer. But yeah, everything has its pros and cons, but I love his designs. Yeah.
So wish you all the best, Palak.
Thank
you for featuring me, and I can't wait to see the new collection that you're coming up for your final year program.
I will surely come and show you my lookbook.
I will want to see.
And I would also need advice in future if I need anything.
Anytime. But on one condition, you'll design a dress.
Inshallah, I will.